Hello, everyone. Welcome to Morning Mindfulness with Cumas Ross. I hope it's a good morning for you, but however it is for you, you're very welcome. You're welcome in all of how you are. If you're happy, you're welcome. If you're sad, you're welcome. If you're angry, you're welcome. Or if you're scared and worried and anxious, you're welcome. Mindfulness is about noticing how we are and allowing that to be. Because feelings, once we allow ourselves to feel them and experience them, actually pass very quickly. So they go up and they go down, and we never get stuck if we allow ourselves to just feel how we are and experience how we are. Often, and I'm guilty of this myself, if I'm feeling something that I don't want to feel, well, I go off and do something to distract myself. Sometimes a good idea, sometimes not. So let's see how we are today. So I'm sitting today. So I wonder if you're sitting. And let's just take a minute to tune into ourselves and just see how we are right here, right now. And what does that mean? It means feeling into our body and noticing how it's feeling, because our body has so much to tell us. It has so much intelligence. We tend to listen to our minds all the time, and listening to your mind can be important, or sometimes your mind can be quite negative. But our body is always there, giving us information about how we are. And how does it do that? Well, sometimes it feels tight or tense. Or sometimes, and I'm sure you've felt this, it feels totally relaxed and peaceful and really, really good. Really good. So let's see how your body is feeling today. And I'm noticing straight away that I have a tightness across the back of my shoulders. So I'm just taking a deep breath, and I'm wondering what that tightness is telling me. Probably that I've been sitting at the computer for too long. So I'm going to take a stretch, and I want you, if you have a tightness, to maybe take a stretch too. And actually, maybe you might feel better standing initially. So let's try standing up. And just notice, just move your bodies. Just maybe rock a little bit on your hips. Moving your weight from one side to the other. And maybe your arm wants to reach up. Or maybe your other arm wants to reach up. And I find I want to turn around a little bit and stretch the side. And just stretching out gently. So that has really helped me. How are you doing? Stretching is really important, especially if you find that you're sitting a lot during this very strange time when we're all staying at home, which is something most of us are not used to. So now that you've given your body a little bit of a stretch, just noticing, feel your feet on the floor. And if you can, wiggle your toes and really make your feet solid on the floor. So really plant your feet on the floor as if they're going to keep you very, very steady. Your feet are your grounding, your connection with the earth, with the floor beneath you. And if you're sitting, feel how you're sitting in the chair. Notice how the chair supports you. And notice if you're letting the chair support you. Are you sitting deeply into the chair and letting it support you? Or are your muscles still actually tense and on duty? And taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And our breathing can tell us a lot about how we are too. So when we're relaxed, we're able to breathe very deeply into our lungs, right down into our tummy. So I can feel my breath get a little deeper as we do our mindfulness today. Because mindfulness really helps me to relax. I hope it does the same for you. If we're not feeling relaxed, our breath stays kind of much shallower. So we just fill the top part of our lungs. So our breath is usually shallower. And that's really good to become aware of that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just becoming aware of what your body is telling you. So what the body is telling you there is that you could benefit from taking time to pay attention to your body, to notice how it is, and to notice what you need. So just like a few minutes ago, what my body needed was just a little bit of a stretch. It's really important to notice what it is that you need right here and right now. So as I say right here and right now, I'm reminded of the phrase that I find very useful at the moment, particularly because mindfulness is about bringing your mind into the present moment. It's about bringing your mind into your experience of what is happening with you as you live your life right here, right now, in this moment. Our minds are very good at thinking about the past and thinking, why didn't you say this? You didn't do very well there. It's a very negative inner critic in our minds. And I always do that when I think about it because it feels like somebody sitting on my shoulder, chatting away to me going, why didn't you say this? Why didn't you do that? So that's our mind thinking about the past. Or our mind can move ahead thinking about the future. And if we're worrying, that's a real sign for us that we're actually gone ahead of ourselves and we're thinking about the future. And actually, we can't know what's going to happen in the future. But what we do know is what we're sure of, what we're certain of, is if we're sitting here watching this mindful video, we know that we are safe and right here, right now, we are okay. So right here, in this moment, I'm sitting in front of this laptop, chatting to you, and I know that right here, right now, I'm okay. And if you're listening to me, I know that right here, right now, you're okay too. Okay, so now that we've learned a little bit about tuning into our body, let's tune into where we are. So looking around the room and letting your eyes just gently notice textures and shapes. Even if you just look at a part of something and notice. So I'm looking at the roller of the roller blind on the window. And I don't think I've ever noticed it before. So that's something that's in my environment that I'm paying attention to. So my mind is not worrying right now, or it's not talking to me. It's just focusing on something in my environment. That's why drawing is really good for your mental health. So you might have something around you that you think, I'd like to draw that. Because to draw it, you actually have to really look at it and pay attention to it. So drawing is a really good mindfulness activity. Now let's focus on what we can hear. So we're using our senses, which again is part of our body, not our mind. So we're using our senses and seeing what sounds we can hear right here, right now. So you might hear my voice, and I can hear the clock ticking, and I can hear a little creaking as in the roof settling. Maybe it's a bird on the roof, I'm not sure. And I can hear a dog barking in the distance and a bird singing. Now we're going to focus on what we can feel. So this is a good time to bring your attention back to your feet on the floor. And feel the texture of your clothes, whatever clothes you're wearing. Maybe it's jeans, maybe it's a hoodie on your skin. See, can you feel the air around your face? Can you feel it as you breathe in and breathe out? So we're going to focus on our breathing now. And today we're going to use counting to help us to focus, to keep our mind focused on what we're doing. So with each in-breath we're going to count, and with each out-breath we're going to count. So breathing in, 1, breathing out, 2, in, 3, out, 4, in, 5, out, 6, in, 7, out, 8, in, 9, out, 10. So I'm going to stay quiet now and let you breathe and count to 10 again in your own time. Really good. So let's do 10 more together. So breathing in and out. 2, breathing in. 3 and out. 4, breathing in. 5 and out. 6, breathing in. 7, and out 8. Breathing in 9 and out 10. And just let your breathing go back to normal. And just notice how your body feels right now. Do a little scan of your body, your head, your jaw, your shoulders, arms and hands, your chest, your tummy, your back, your legs, and your feet. Feel your feet on the ground and imagine you have roots going down from your feet, down into the earth, right down into the center of the earth, into the golden pool of energy and light. And feeling your roots drinking strongly from this golden pool of light and energy, bringing that lovely energy up through your roots, into your feet, your legs, your hips and your tummy and back, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, right down to the tips of your fingers and up into your neck and swirling around the back of your head, around to your forehead, down into your eyes and cheekbones, your nose, your mouth and your jaw. And just relax in that beautiful golden light for a minute or two. I'm going to stay quiet again for another minute. And gently bringing yourself back into the room, opening your eyes if your eyes have been closed, and again looking around to notice where you are right here, right now. Again listening to the sound of this moment wherever you are, and taking a nice deep breath in and out. And if you like to add your arms in, take a nice deep breath in and out. And a deep breath in and out. I hope you feel ready and relaxed, ready for the rest of your day. Take care.